get this done. I haven't worn glasses in a while on the pod, so I went to go like wipe my eyes on hit my glasses. So hold on, let me take this.
And you know what's weird is the countdown was only over yours.
Well, I mean, it's generally over the most important person.
Both of ours went dark.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's off center every time, and I just realized it now.
Probably. So might as well get our shirts out of the way right away since we accidentally almost matched. You know. Oh wait, let's do that. Hey, check this out. Check out that monstrosity.
See? I thought about putting some Slim Jims and celery in mine, but I didn't have time.
I didn't do celery. By the way, I didn't do any of this. Melissa did.
I have olives in mine. There's olives in mine.
Yeah. I went and got olives today. I'm getting all this off of it. And these skewers, because Marissa's been wanting to use the skewers. And there we go. I was like, yeah, put that bad boy on there. Put it on there. I haven't tried this yet, so let's give it a try.
So this is what with specials? What are we at? 46, 45, 46?
That's good. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you.
I don't know. We're up there. Still never wore the same shirt twice. And this one, our Halloween episode, we got Mick Foley as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I couldn't come up with a nickname for it.
I love it. Texas Charlie. Have the day you deserve. I know I've been doing the awareness ones, but this one is more of awareness to watch your fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Like people are a little bit too loose with the lips. It feels like sometimes, and sometimes you have to remind them, have the day you deserve. All right, and I don't, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So
couldn't be talking about the IWC, could you?
Oh, I would never say such ignorant things like they do. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. Watch your mouth.
All right. Well, as it is tradition on this show, and we're heading up on a year.
Yeah. We'll do
a shot
really quick too. With that, guys, if you have any like ideas of what we should do for like a year celebration show, let us know because we're gonna have to start planning that soon. I know. It's like planning a 30-year-old's birthday party. Nobody's coming, but we still want to have a good time. So if you guys got some ideas out there, let us know.
Like Malort.
Oh, is that gonna be Malort? Oh, that's fine.
All right, and what is it? November 9th, we will be having our first guest ever on the Kayfabe Mark show. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name, but let's just say pretty big name. Pretty big name. I'm excited to talk to him. He's got quite a reach on Twitter. He followed me. I followed him back. We DM'd a little bit. Dude is the most laid-back, cool guy I have ever talked to that's in the wrestling business. And totally not a carny, which is crazy. I asked him if he wanted to be on the show, and he didn't hit me with for $150, like some people. But
I mean, people got to make their money.
Let's
I'm
do
not too mad at that. People got to make their money.
I agree. I just thought it was cool that he just wants to do it for the love of the game.
Yeah, no, that's always appreciated and awesome.
So
especially with us being up and coming. So.
Hell yeah. So Jaden picked 2 shots for me this week, and she went, I'm going to pick one that's really gross, and then I'll pick a nice one. And I was like, why not just pick 2 nice ones, Jaden? And she's like, because I don't like you. I was like, oh. Okay.
All right, Jaden, I didn't know we had so much in common.
Most people don't like me. This is called Leroux. Leroux. Some language I can't read. It's blackberry flavored brandy, but it don't look.
Probably French then.
Yeah, it don't look the greatest. And then she said
it's a French whiskey.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like a comparison, but it's French. Yeah.
Oh, it says Polish right here.
So that's not what I thought it would be. All right, I stand corrected.
Yeah, I'm Polish. Kind of. More Norwegian than anything, but I have Polish in me.
I like their sausages.
And then she said we'll go basic. So I've never had this. I've had the blue one, but I've never had the...
I'm shocked you made it out of your teens not having kinky at any point.
I didn't know it was a thing. For us, in middle school and high school, it was UV. UV blue,
Yeah, Blue
UV
UB. I
green,
guess. Yeah, I guess you probably were
eliminate.
just outside of the. You were just outside of the kinky age. 'Cause I for sure was. Blue UV was what we were too. But
Yeah.
I of course did not drink in high school. So
Are you
I didn't.
joking,
I
right?
didn't. No, no. I drank one time in high school. Well,
No.
twice technically in my life before I was probably 20. And one was my grandparents. I was saying how I could handle it, and they let me try a little bit of brandy, and all I did was put my tongue on it and I cried for like an hour. So that made me like not want to drink ever. And then I can say this now because they both passed away and I'll never hear about it. But when they went to Vegas on Memorial Day. I think I told you the story. They went to Vegas on Memorial Day and we threw a 3-day party at my house for my buddy's birthday. And that was the first time I actually drank. And it was crazy. There were people all over. My grandparents had a hot tub. That thing was disgusting. Like I don't even like it was it was rough. And I will swear to this day they never told me for sure, but I know they knew because when they got home they were like, huh, it's really clean around here. And if anybody knows me, being tidy and nice and neat is not my gig. So they knew in that moment. Like they were like,
He's hiding
nah.
something.
And yeah, and they were right because like I was like, I told those guys, I was like, I'm going to work. So I worked at Applebee's at the time. I was like, I'm going to work. When I get home, this house better be spotless. And sure enough, it was spotless. They all cleaned it up. The only bad thing
Wow.
they did was they threw all the trash. Like my grandparents lived out in the country, and they threw all the trash like out at a bend around the road. And I know my grandparents knew what that was, because they had to have passed it on their way in. I know they did. So I never really asked them straight up, but I know.
Oh my god.
Yep. So.
I have way too many stories. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
Too
I was a
many.
choir boy, man. I didn't really do too much in high school. I played
I
sports and
was
did clubs.
I was a little shit. So all
I'm
right,
doing
you got a shot
Jägermeister.
ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some
Ooh,
Jaeger.
Yag. All right.
Yeah, just to get myself warmed up. It's been chilly around here lately.
Yeah. Yeah, it
I
has.
need to get warmed up. So
All
here
right,
we
here
go.
we go.
That shot's to finding out me and Jaden got a lot in common.
Whew.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. the
Yeah, I'm telling you, brandy is no joke, man. It's
flavor
no
was
joke.
very, very good. It was just like it hit my nostrils. The
Hmm.
alcohol. You know what I mean? Like that burn.
I remember it very well when I was a kid. I thought I was dying. Now I've had brandy since, but it
God
is not
damn.
my go-to. Try some more of this
Shit.
beautiful,
All right. Well,
beautiful bloody my wife made.
it does look good too. I
It does.
weirdly I made Cassie one as I went up. She's like, "If I got to watch the kids, can you make me a bloody too?" I was like,
Look, I'm so lucky that almost every week, no matter what time we're doing this, it's at his nap time. So she's almost always sleeping. So
"Oh, that's
and
that's nice."
normally,
While
norm
your kids are still napping, take full
oh
advantage of that because mine are both
we talk
over
about
that
it.
phase now.
We talk about all the time. When she went down to one nap a day, I was like, the clock's ticking. We better we better take advantage of these naps while we can.
Oh yeah.
Normally that's when Marissa goes to the grocery store on the weekend, but she went yesterday, so we got that all out of the way.
All right. Well, let's crack into a cold one. Talk about the
Ooh,
latest
bush.
news and rumors.
Rumors. I'm gonna need a nap after this.
Can you guys sponsor me already? I fucking damn
I'm
near
saying.
pay for your whole company to stay afloat.
I'm saying just we're a bunch of Midwestern boys. Michelob and Bush. You know what I mean? One of you got to give us a sponsorship.
Yeah, fuck. I'd even drink that piss water Miller Lite if they'd sponsor
Oh,
me.
don't let's not be ridiculous. Let's not.
Hey, we made it past 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want to lie to these people. So like, I don't know if I could drink a Miller Lite. I do well enough to get through these bushes.
Oh. All right. The Observer notes that Seth Rollins is scheduled for surgery, and they won't know the extent of his injury until the surgery actually happens. WWE hopes he can be back for WrestleMania, but everyone is sitting with a wait and see mentality right now.
I feel
So,
like that was kind of the same thing with Kevin Owens when it happened, right? They just didn't really
yep,
know until they knew.
yeah, that's a good thing and a bad thing to not know until you're in there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like they had that
Well,
idea with my ankle when they reconstructed it, and they thought
yeah.
it was just going to be routine, and they're like, "Oh, we got to cut everything out of here and put some donor stuff in here."
Well, and I feel like it in that scenario, it kind of tempers expectations a little bit, because otherwise, if I'm told, you know how I am, if I'm told like this is going to take this long, then damn it, it better take this long. Like I get real, like I hold people to that. So it's like if I went into a doctor's office and they were like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. It's only going to be this much recovery, and then it's not. I'm gonna be pissed, especially if
Oh
you know, my lifestyle is, my, income, everything is based on that. So I get it.
no, I agree.
I'd
My
rather not know.
my last hernia surgery, they said that I'd be good to go back to work in 5 days. I was out of work for 3 weeks, and I have permanent nerve damage
Yeah.
in my belly button.
Yeah, I'd rather not know. I'd rather just be
Yeah.
like them to be like, we'll see. I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
This next one, I'm gonna call BS.
Oh, there's right over the top.
Bodyslam.net claims it was Sami Zayn himself who made the call to drop the title, the U.S. title, to Ilya Dragunov on SmackDown. I don't. There's always these news and rumors and everything else about a wrestler called a shot. I'm gonna do. That doesn't happen as often as everybody thinks. So I really
You know,
maybe Sammy suggested it, but Sammy didn't walk into the
right.
office and go, "I'm doing this." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I feel like not every. I mean, unless you're Mark Calloway or Stone Cold Steve Austin, or John Cena, I don't think you're really calling your shot too much. Like
Oh no.
they're very Hogan. Hogan was a guy who called his own shots. There are very few people that get that um, privilege, but I do believe that Sammy is a guy who's smart enough to say, "Look, guys, this is a good time. This is a good moment. I've held the title. This guy could really, ignite a spark, and I am so happy, so happy he's the champion because we get to
Oh,
watch
me
him
too.
wrestle every single week." And he's still doing the open challenges. I love it.
Yes.
That match Friday with Aleister Black, that thing could
Oh
feed families. Like that thing was so good. And the whole time I'm like, damn it, you're gonna make Karrion Cross Jr. lose again. And I was getting mad about it. We're gonna talk about that eventually. We got to talk about that because I think WWE really missed the boat on that. But to have him lose again. But I forgot about Damian Priest and all that. So it was so good, man. He's so good. He's so good.
this I think this is the only guy that I would have been like, and I honestly thought as soon as it was Alistair versus Dragunov, I was like, it's over.
Mm.
What a
I mean, I
short
could
reign.
see,
It's already going to be
I could
over.
see them doing that, and that like having it just be, Sammy held it for a little while, and then having it be like a jumping title for a bit, and then let it land on somebody after Saturday Night Main Event or whatever. But um, I don't. I hope. I really truly hope that they don't make this one of those titles that gets held for forever. You know what I mean? Like I hope it's a couple
Yeah,
months, somebody wins it. It's a couple months, somebody wins it.
yeah.
You know,
I'm hoping it's that way
but
too.
yeah, because it's. I look at it differently than I do the Intercontinental title. Like I expect the Intercontinental title to be like the next guy up. I've always thought of it being like, you know, Randy Savage or Macho Man had that title for a while. He was the next guy behind Hogan. Shawn Michaels held the title for a while. The next guy. It's
Razor
just
Ramon,
Razor Ramon, the next guy. And I've always looked
honky
at
tonk
that as
man.
the
Honestly,
uh,
if you want to
that
talk
yeah,
about it,
I mean, really honky tonk, and it's the guy that can hold it for a long time and hold his spot as like the fifth in line. You know what I mean? Because you
yep.
got the title picture and then that guy.
Oh
So
yeah, Kurt Hennig.
yeah, Kurt Hennig, yeah. So I mean, I look at that. I look at that title as the one that, like, yeah, you know what? I still think you should do open challenges. I think mid card titles should always be done and like defended on most regular shows. I think those need to be defended often. But I think that the Intercontinental title person needs to hold it for a long time, and the U.S. title person, it always has to be kind of up in the air if they're going to win or lose. So,
Yeah, I agree. This question for my figure collecting friends out there. My what do you call it? The full scale ring. The ropes just got loose out of nowhere. And I've already tightened them once. So does anybody have like? Do I need to buy new ropes? Because I do not stop motion, but what would you call it? I do fig photography. That's what you'd
it's
call it,
kind of
right?
stop motion. It's kind of
That's
stop
kind of
motion.
stop
Yeah,
motion. But my ropes just
it's
all of a
cool.
sudden got loose over like a week. Is it like too humid in this room or like what?
Yeah, we're gonna have to send this to Matt Cardona.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna tweet him after this. Actually, he's probably got an
Well,
answer for me.
let me clip it for you. Let me clip it for you. And you can send it out.
Yeah. All right. In his Fightful Select Q&A, Sean Ross Sapp said Chris Jericho has been off TV for no reason other than it was simply time for him to be off. Rumors have surfaced of Jericho returning to WWE, but Tony Khan would still love to have him back. So I don't know, man. I flip flop on this worse than Brett Favre retiring. One week I'm like, he's coming back to WWE. The next week I'm
Yeah.
like, he's one of the pillars. He was one of the
I,
first guys. He's the first champion. There's no way he's gonna leave. He's gonna retire there. And then I'm like, but he made himself in W. That's where his Hall of Fame career is. And so I don't know. I really
yeah.
don't know.
First of all, Brett Favre is the reason I have trust issues. That dude back when I was young, he went back and forth so much. I was like, I don't know. People were like, Brett Favre retired. I'm like, did he? I don't know. I don't know. My
He's
dad
the
still
only guy
knows.
to retire three
So
times and never miss a game. All right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that guy retired 3 times within the streak. So yeah,
297 regular season games and retired three times in there.
that's what Vikings will do for you. So, I, I listen. I don't need Chris Jericho to be back in WWE. I think Chris Jericho's done all he needs to do, and he needs to just do whatever he wants to do. And he's
Yeah.
he's a Hall of Famer wherever he goes. If he comes back, I really, truly, honestly do not need Chris Jericho wrestling. I just don't. I would like to see him in like more of a leadership role, maybe transition to like a Paul Heyman style person, but I don't necessarily need to see him wrestling anymore. But because he's done it all. He's done it all. He's
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 done
he's great. He's
everything.
incredible. He's
Yeah,
incredible.
he's
And
done everything.
I did
He's
not
never
like
won the
him
Royal
right
Rumble,
away.
but I mean, neither is CM Punk. And are you going to tell me CM Punk is in the Hall of Fame? By the way, shout out, happy birthday, CM Punk.
Oh, really? It's his birthday? He's an
Yeah, it's
October
his
guy
birthday.
too?
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
Um, yeah, I mean, there's certain things out there, it's like John Cena never winning the Intercontinental title, and certain things you can tell me John Cena's not a Hall of Fame guy. Like,
Yeah, no,
like John Cena is the Hall of Fame guy, and
he
so
is the Hall of Fame guy. There's
it's
people at
it's
my job um, that love John Cena and they've never seen him wrestle.
yeah, that guy.
It's
I
all
mean,
based off of his Make a Wish stuff and his movies and his everything else. They love the guy. Like, dude's done
I still say
everything.
I will still say that uh it pains me to say I think Hulk Hogan is the biggest crossover star there ever was because of like everybody knew Hulk Hogan. But secondly, I think
Oh
it's The
yeah,
Rock. I think The Rock is
yep.
right behind him. But John Cena, I mean, it's literally those three guys. It is Hulk Hogan, The Rock,
Well,
John
Undertaker
Cena.
too. I feel like Undertaker and Stone Cold are
Yeah,
also in that conversation. People that
I
have
just
never
don't
watched
look at.
wrestling know who they are.
They know who they are, but I don't think nearly as wide as those other three. Like I feel
Okay,
like
yeah, I agree
those
with
other
that.
three,
Yeah,
yeah, those other three have stretched way like beyond wrestling. Like there's people that don't know that they are wrestlers. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
that's what's crazy. Like everybody knows Stone Cold was a wrestler. Everybody knows Undertaker was a wrestler, but there are legitimate full-grown adults that do not know that The Rock was a wrestler. Like so,
It's true.
it's
Yeah.
it's crazy. But yeah, I don't need to see that out of Chris Jericho. I would like to see him back in WWE. but I really hope it's in a different role. Maybe like they bring back the general manager type situation with him, maybe
Yeah,
challenging one of the other guys and make that more important again. I always like the authority role.
or
So
just a retirement match, just a one and done.
yeah, that one and done would be fine. One and done would be fine. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
This
Or just
next one's gonna
one
upset you.
run, one run. Okay.
Yeah, one run and done. While
Yeah.
discussing Jacob Fatu's current dental issues that's keeping him out of action, Wrestling Observer Live's Brian Alvarez is now a dentist and said, "I believe he will be back maybe by Survivor Series weekend." So I don't know if you knew this, but Brian
Oh,
Alvarez got his dentistry license.
DMD, Brian Evans, DMD. He practices with Britt Baker. Time out though. I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know that this was a dental issue. Can you explain to me that? Or what's going on with it?
Yeah, nobody's gotten enough detail, but it's something with it's a dental issue is why he's out. And I think that was
Damn.
kind of like a remember when he was down pinned and his blood in his teeth?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
the
kind of
mouth
like
and
a yeah, see, get it? We're kind of connecting
yeah.
you to it is
Oh,
an
that makes
actual
sense
dental
now.
issue.
That see, that would have honestly been the last thing I thought because they're like a non-wrestling related issue, and I was like, oh man, must be his heart, must be, you know, maybe he's got like blood clots or something like that. That happens. That's big in the community. Um, but I did not think a dental issue would take him out for that long. I don't. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah,
Hey
that's
dude,
that's wild. I'm
I'm
interested to hear
about
more
to
about
have
that.
I have surgery coming up on my jaw
Mhm.
Thursday. Like dental shit's no joke.
Yeah, and I mean, I've had a couple surgeries, and I've got some teeth shit still going on that we gotta get taken care of.
Yeah.
I am fully understanding of dental issues, how much they hurt, and how long, how much they suck. I just did not think it would be a
No, no, I
five
didn't think it
month
would be
ordeal.
dental
You
issues.
know,
But
that's crazy.
yeah, I think the main part of the story is Brian Alvarez has a second career none of us knew about. He's a
I
fucking
did not
dentist.
realize that. Yeah,
See?
I bet he's cheap. I'm gonna go to him next time.
Yeah, I bet
He'll
he
lie
does
to me and
great
tell
work.
me I'm pretty.
If it's anything like his wrestling news, his dental company is going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's just gonna
One
be
top
shooting in
star
the dark.
One top star in WWE told Fightful Select there has been an overreaction to the usage of AI in WWE creative, noting that Michael Hayes, Ed Koskey, and Paul Heyman are not AI. Fightful also mentioned that WWE Creative has had AI software for years, but it's barely used and basically a glorified creative assistant. It organizes things on the production side and is also used to eliminate background noise from certain shots. So, okay, this calmed me down because I was
Yeah,
not a big fan of like AI. I don't like
yeah.
it. We've gone over this. You
I think
like it.
we
I don't like it. We use it, and by we use it, I mean you use it. But
we use it.
this
Yeah,
makes sense to me because that means they're using it the way you use it, and that's fine.
right, right. Yeah, and I think that like, and that's, I mean, once people hear AI, understandably, people are like, oh no, now all the humans are going to get replaced, and it's just not that. It's that if you're stupid. You know what I mean? It's that if you don't want to be successful.
I'm not
But
that
if you're
bright.
successful, well, I'm just saying, like, if you're stupid as a person using it, like, you're never going to be able
Yeah.
to replace the true human aspect of what wrestling is. You can't replace the human aspect of what we do. You know what I mean? Like, even though using AI stuff, the stuff I use AI for is to be like, hey, tell me which clips are going to be great TikToks, right? And
Yep.
then they go through and I go, actually, I don't like the way that one looks, and I edit the AI edit. And so it cuts down so much time on me going through and be like, oh yeah, I like this section and this section and this section. They just do it for me. And then I'm in the right spot and I can go, actually, take that out, put this in, take that out, put this in. And something that would have taken me an hour takes me 30 minutes, so it saves that much time. But, or hey, here's the idea of what I want. Help me come up with a good caption for this. And you guys may notice that the captions have changed a little bit on a lot of the stuff we do because I've been getting help from AI. I'm putting that stuff out there, and it hasn't helped us. It hasn't helped our engagement, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out.
The Wrestling Observer newsletter claims Triple H reacted to negative reviews of WrestlePalooza at a production meeting, saying, "We work them," talking about us, the fans, the marks. They don't work us.
Yeah,
So I think I commend Triple H for doing that, and attaboy, I agree.
me too. Me too. Me too. I agree with him.
Though he's reportedly dealing with a 1-year non-compete, Andrade is still advertised for a previously announced match against Donovan Dijak in Maine this upcoming Saturday. So I wonder what's going to happen with that. I don't think
I'm
are they
so
they're allowed
so
to wrestle
frustrated about that.
indies, aren't they? Or not even indies?
I'm thinking
I
it's
don't
not
even
even
think they're
Indies.
allowed to
I'm
wrestle
so
indies.
frustrated if that's the case. I I am if they're doing year non competes and 2 years in Samantha Irvin's case,
Yeah,
I'm very frustrated with WWE for that because that's trash. That's trash behavior. So
I agree. I don't. The 90-day thing I thought was excessive. So this is
I
bullshit.
agree. I mean, 90
Um,
days was kind of nice though because it gave those people an opportunity to reinvent themselves a little bit.
right. But a
Um,
year?
and a year is stupid. A year is stupid. Yeah, 90 days might actually be helpful. You know what I mean? Like, because you get
Yeah,
a
yeah.
chance to get yourself over, to do a bunch of stuff, get your contract right with whatever company you want to work for. 90 days could be helpful. And they were paying them those 90 days, if I remember correctly. So it
Oh,
was like,
as far as I know, Andrade for this
yeah,
year is not getting a check from WWE because he
nah,
was fired.
that's crap. That's trash. Yeah, that's a trash.
Yep.
If that is true, and I'll always hold that if that is true, that is one of the worst things WWE's ever done to somebody. Because that's a year this man can't make money. That's crazy.
I mean,
That's
he
crazy.
can. Oh well, we'll talk about. I got something that we're going to talk about Andrade in a
Yeah,
minute,
yeah,
but
for sure.
let's get back to AEW. Speaking of, AEW is hoping Swerve Strickland can make a winter return if his rehab from knee surgery stays on track. Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp. So apparently surgery was a success, and damn, dude, if he can make it back in the winter, that's big because he was on
There's
fire and then hurt.
yeah. There's very few dogs out there like Swerve, man. Swerve's a dog, so if he wants to get back, he'll get back.
Hell yeah. You're gonna like this next one because it's your boy Braun Strowman told the
Oh, I do love
Clicks
me some Braun Strowman.
Baby Huey. Oh, I do too. Did you? I'll say it in a
Yep,
minute.
we watched it. We watched it.
He'll
Yep.
return to wrestling someday, but is currently healing up and too busy with movies and TV projects. And Strowman said he's really focused right now on the food space. And if you didn't watch his show after SmackDown, you did yourself a disservice because that was great. Everything
Yeah,
on the menu
it's a
was awesome.
phenomenal show. But
I loved it.
also, when I saw, so I made a big jump last week, and I was like, "Oh, Braun Strowman would be great in the Riot Six if they needed an extra person." Until I saw him walk on everything on the menu, and then me and Marissa
Yeah.
both were like, "Oh, oh no, he
Hmm.
can't wrestle right now." And like just watching him walk, I was like, every step is hurting that man right now. But I am excited to see him. What is it, Halloween? Is he going to be in Halloween? Like,
Oh, yeah, I saw something. He's in some movie.
is that
Yeah, isn't he
it's
supposed to be
Halloween?
Jason Voorhees, right?
Yeah, and if that's the case, I'm really excited. I would like to see Braun Strowman doing movies. Carry on, I know I'm reaching here, but carrying on the legacy of what I thought Bray Wyatt would have done with his with his life outside of wrestling would have been horror movies and shows and just been a big personality. Um, so I'm a big Braun Strowman fan. So, and he's a
Harvard.
Wisconsin boy.
Yeah, he
So
is, and I'm a huge fan too. Harvard-educated lawyer and former WWE superstar David Otunga has a theory that he admits is wild that WWE is enforcing Andrade's non-compete, quote, to get AEW to try to put pressure on them to allow Edge to come back to WWE to have a match with John Cena one last time, end quote. Meanwhile, Andrade is out here shooting down rumors that he is in some Mexican cartel business or nationwide crime scheme.
Jesus
Andrade told
Christ.
that particular follower Tranquillo.
Yeah, tranquilo. Yeah, chill,
Um,
chill.
chill, and asked that everyone please stop making things up.
Jesus Christ. Listen, first of all, David Otunga, that's the difference between a Harvard-educated man and Dave Meltzer. You can admit when you're being ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like because those two are just not the same. You know what I mean? Like I
No,
get what you're saying here. I get what you're saying, but there is zero chance in my mind that Andrade's non-compete equals or matches Edge's participation with John Cena. Like they're
no.
not the same. Like like, that's the worst trade in history. That would be the the
That,
worst
that's
trade in
that's
all
Herschel
of
Walker
history.
going to Minnesota.
I was gonna say that is a Herschel Walker level trade right there. So thank you, David Otunga, for being an educated man and being able to admit when you're being ridiculous.
Oh, this one was cool. Devon Dudley said this to Video Gamer about the way things are run in AEW. Quote, a lot of the talent in AEW have the same frustration that I see. They just wish that certain people wouldn't be calling the shots and that Tony Khan would take more control, but yet give it to somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I might get to meet him
Devon,
soon. Might
yeah,
get to
I
meet
know.
Devon. He's gonna be in
Lucky,
Peoria, so
lucky.
hopefully we can get to that, man.
Oh, some news on Piper Niven. Insider says
Oh,
WWE
good.
and Piper Niven are trying to determine the best course of action for treatment for a neck issue. It's not something that should be rushed, as we see the same with Kevin Owens. It takes time to
Yeah.
get that diagnosis.
We saw it with Kevin. We saw it with Edge. We saw it with Daniel
Danny
Bryan had neck
Bryan,
issue too, right? Yeah, yeah. That
Paige,
the neck is nothing to Page. Yeah, the neck's nothing to play with, guys. Like that is
no.
nothing to play with. So I wish the best for Piper Niven. And she never wrestles again. In my eyes, she had a great career. In WWE, she was grossly underutilized and should have
Oh
been
God, yeah.
in a much bigger position than what she was. But she had fun, and I hope that she can come back and again in another position of she can talk, man. Like Piper Niven was good on the mic too.
Yeah,
Let her be
hell yeah.
in maybe a non-physical role in WWE. She's got a great mind for the business. So, but well wishes to her. I hope she does. I hope she can get back to full form. I really hope it's not a Big E situation.
I agree. Yeah, and I really do hope she does come back.
Did
Um,
you see really quick before we go on? Did you see all the stuff after Ridge Holland got released? All the Big E stuff about that. They were like, "Oh, I bet Big
no,
E's dancing right now." Oh man, people were being nasty about it, like nasty to Ridge Holland when he got released.
IWC.
Yeah, they were being nasty, and it's somewhat, I still blame him for what happened to Big E. I know it's wrestling, and I can't do that, but he will always be the guy that took Big E away from me. So, I'll always have a little bit. And I loved Rich Holland. I loved Rich Holland,
Yeah.
but he will always be the guy that took Big E away from us. So,
Well, all I posted after his release was, "This is your time." I think I tagged him in it even. I was like, "This is your time
mm,
to go and show WWE, reinvent yourself, and make them regret getting rid of you, and then come back."
yeah, do your own thing. Do your own thing. I mean, he's a talented guy. He's young. He's a young dude. Yeah, he'll be fine, hopefully. But I will always harbor a little resentment in my heart because I don't get to see my guy wrestle anymore. So.
Yeah, that does suck.
It's the Goldberg Bret Hart situation. You know what I mean? Like
Or
it's that
D'Lo
for
Brown and
people.
Draws.
D'Lo Brown and Droz. Yeah, but we're like Droz forgave him. Droz was great about it and all this other stuff. But you hold that in your heart a little bit. You took that guy away from us, and I was a huge Ridge fan. So
Yeah. Former WWE writer Nick, fucking deal with this right now. Manfredini. Yeah, I think I did pretty good
mm-hmm.
there.
I
Told
think I
Freddie
know this
Prince
story actually.
Jr. that he heard Charles Manson wanted to meet Bray
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt after watching some of his WWE promos. Vince McMahon or Triple H immediately squashed the idea of shooting a WWE Network special with Charles Manson when it was presented to them.
Listen,
Wild.
Listen, you know an idea is bad when Vince McMahon is like, "That's a shitty idea. We're not doing that." Like, you, like when something that would garner as much ratings and like eyes as that would get, and Vince McMahon was like, "Hell no, we can't do that." Like, that's a bad idea.
It's
So
yeah,
that's
it's
unfortunate.
crazy. But it's crazy to think that Charles Manson not only knew who Bray was, but admired him.
Well, it said that he showed him the videos and stuff. You know what I mean? So like, I get like, I get that, and it's not like they don't have TV in there. They got TV, and I imagine that I can imagine that wrestling is a very popular thing in prison,
Oh yeah, I
just based on the fan base. So you know,
bet. Per one, WWE already has a plan in place for how and when Braun Breaker will win the World Heavyweight Championship. They want they want to do it at a bigger show than Saturday night's main event. With that in mind, he was never going to win the number one contenders battle royale on Raw. WWE kept him out of the match to avoid making him look weak by eliminating or by being eliminated like just any other guy on the roster. So, and I kind of figured that's what it was. They were protecting him by
yeah,
not allowing him to be in that.
yeah, I agree. I have really strong issues with the route they're going, though.
Oh
Very
God,
strong
no,
issues.
yeah, and I keep
I
seeing
am
it
not.
online. This is all manufactured hate for Jey Uso. It's like nobody hates Jey Uso. They hate the fact
No,
that
no,
it
no.
should have been LA Knight. We saw this
Yeah,
match 3 weeks ago, and
yeah.
yeah,
He
okay,
just
sure,
pinned him.
you're
He
going to turn
just
Jey heel
pinned
if
him.
he wins. You're going to turn Jey heel. Have him turn on his brother. Have him cheat to win the belt. That is the only way you
Then
can
have
save him.
then have his brother win the number one contender title. Jimmy should have won that number one contendership, and then Jay cost him the title. That's the only thing that makes sense. Having Jay like win the title or win the number one contendership, and somehow having Jimmy screw it up and Jay turn on him is stupid. It's lazy and it's stupid. You put Jimmy in an elevated position. You let that guy shine. You let him do his thing, and then you have Jay turn on him. That's long term vision. This is
Right.
short term. It's lazy. I'm not a fan of it. I do not want to see Jey Uso wrestle CM Punk again. I'm not interested in it.
I
It's
don't
just
either.
it's two different levels of wrestler. You know what I mean? Jay's very, very entertaining, but he is not anywhere near the level of a wrestler in the ring as CM Punk, and it just makes it for not a very good match. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
see.
agree.
Maybe something cool will happen. I don't
Yeah,
know.
something cool.
I'm, I'm not happy
I
about it
caught
though.
this one myself, and I found out that
Oh,
he doesn't have an X account, so I wasn't able to tag him. So I had to go onto YouTube, which I'm subscribed to this certain person's YouTube channel, and be like, "Dude, I saw you on SmackDown." Doug Malo was an extra playing a
mm-hmm.
security guard on SmackDown last night, helping break up the brawl with Drew McIntyre. Dude, I popped
Tell him
hard on my couch.
tell
That's the guy
tell
that
them who
saved
he
Psycho
is.
Stu's life. He took out Raja Jackson, or didn't take him out, but got him off. And
Got him off.
now
Yeah,
pops up in WWE. Like, hell yeah, Doug. Hell
that's
yeah.
dope. It's dope.
Let's see. Which one do I want? Okay, we'll end with this one. So I'll do this one first. Even though injuries to Seth Rollins and Jacob Fatu led some people to think the men's War Games match will be Wyatt Six versus MFTs, the one says WWE is sticking with the plan to book a Punk and Reigns team against the Vision led team inside the double cage at Survivor Series. I think this is so wrong. No, no, it doesn't make sense, especially now with Seth gone.
It does
What?
not.
What
It does not.
doesn't
I
make
mean,
sense?
I get the star power of the match. I get you want the biggest stars there. Um, but this you have a ready-made War Games match with some absolute psychos right there in front of you. You
Yeah,
have some dogs. I want to see Joe Gacy do a swanton bomb off of the damn top of the cage onto
he
one of
would
these
do
guys.
it.
Like he would, or a senton, even a senton. I want to see Joe Gacy up there doing some crazy shit. I want to see, I want to see uh, uh, Dexter Loomis crawl and drag somebody through the ropes and to the other side. Like there's just like I want to see some crazy stuff in these War Games matches, and some of those guys have been in War Games matches that I do not want to see a bunch. And forgive me, but I do not want to see a bunch of geriatric old wrestlers trying to do this War Games match where they're all trying to protect themselves. Like those are top level guys. They are going to protect themselves. They're not going to do the things that you want to see. They're not going to be Tiffany Stratton off the top. They're not going to be Io Sky off the top.
with
They're
a
not going to
garbage
be
can.
any of these like with a garbage can. It's not happening. Like, and so to have a vision led, which now is only two guys. So you mean
Well,
to
hold
tell me
on.
you're going to fill this
I
with?
did hear. I did hear that there are still producers and creative voices in the back still trying to have Austin Theory become part of it.
Fine, it doesn't matter.
That's still
That doesn't
free. They
tip the
need two
scales for
more
me.
people. Well, what, Brock
At least,
Lesnar? Okay, still need a person.
stupid. Don't. Oh my god. So now you
Who
have
the
Brock
hell
Lesnar. What are you going
are
to have Brock Lesnar do?
Punk has no friends left anymore, and Roman Reigns
No.
told his family he don't want to see him till Christmas. Who the hell's going to team with him?
Yeah, I don't. This if they go. I'm hoping. What I'm hoping right now is they're saying this as a swerve to us, and eventually they're gonna bring it around and do what's right. There is no reason, and I mean this. There is no reason to have those men in a War Games match when you could have some absolute dogs in that match. Put on a 5-star match that even Big Daddy Dave himself couldn't deny. You
Yeah,
put MFT versus Wyatt's in a double cage, and even Big Daddy Dave Meltzer cannot deny how great that match would be.
no.
Like that.
And look at how the MFTs are wearing war paint every week now. Like, it
That's what I'm
makes sense.
saying. Like it makes sense. Uh, it just makes sense. I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
And even if they did 4-on-4, I would be fine with 4-on-4.
I'd be fine with
If you
4 on
didn't
4
want
too.
Solo taking a part of it, that's fine. I don't. Well, whatever.
Last story. I want to see what you think about this one. One Indies promoter told F4W Online's Dave Meltzer that Mercedes-Monaid charged $25,000 per appearance, so the promoter turned her down. Meltzer noted that it's probably, quote, people who she isn't interested in working for who get that quote, and they are likely different deals cut elsewhere. 25 grand. This chick has 12
No,
belts right now.
I've never been shy on my disdain for Mercedes-Monaid or whatever. I
Sasha
do not
Banks.
think she is Sasha. Yeah, I didn't think she was that great in WWE. I don't think she's that great elsewhere. I've never understood the hype surrounding her. I've never understood it when you got people like Io Sky running around, being absolute demons.
Yeah.
Uh, I just, I've never, ever understood. You got people on her own roster that I think are better than her.
Yeah.
So I just, it's, I don't get it. I'll never get it. And I hope someday somebody catches up to this Ponzi scheme that is Mercedes-Monaid and just cuts it down because I'm sick of seeing it. It's probably, honestly, and this sounds like a cop out, but it's probably one of the reasons I don't watch AEW is because it's just, I don't like that vision. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So that's our news and rumors. And I know our opening did go a little long. It almost went 12 minutes, but
Yeah, we're fine. Hey, you didn't? You said you were going to tell me something about the MFTs. Was that story? Was that your? You said you were
yeah,
flipping and flopping.
that they're trying to say that they're not going to be in war
Oh,
games, and no way,
that's
no
stupid.
way. And
All right.
Dave Meltzer hasn't changed his stance either, by the way.
Well,
Dave
Dave
Meltzer
Meltzer's
is
an
still
idiot,
saying
so
it's
that
going to
makes
be the
sense.
Vision versus LA Knight, Punk, and Roman Reigns.
Do you know what makes me mad? Is how often Dave Meltzer's actually right. Like it pisses me off so much. It makes me so mad when I see a story that he puts out, and I'm like, "That's stupid," and then he's right. And I'm like, "Fuck off, Dave Meltzer. I hate you."
Yeah, but he
Ah.
deletes the tweets that he's wrong about. He
Oh, of
deletes them.
course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Hey, I gotta. Well, this is not warm enough for me to be drinking it, but I got a Buzzball Choco Choco chiller. Edda picked it
Oh,
out.
I
I know
saw
that's
that
weird
one.
that my 1 year old, my almost 2 year old picked out my buzzball, but we were walking by and I was like, "Which one, baby?" And she picked out this one. So
I
I'm
saw
sure
these
those
new
people
things.
call
They
the
look
cops.
like buzz balls, and I've done one on here. I don't remember what it was. I think it was cereal milk. Also another
Oh
jaded
yeah, yeah,
experience. But they're called
yeah.
sippin' something?
I don't know. I will tell you
Sippin'
this: one of these
something.
days, when I work a couple extra shifts and I got a little extra change in the bank, I'm buying that $20 buzzball, that big one. I sent you that picture of. I'm getting it.
I saw.
I sent you that picture. Yeah, I'm getting that. We're getting it.
Yeah.
One day when I got a little extra change in the bank, I gotta hit the pole a little bit longer. So brisket ain't cheap.
Yeah, work that
So
OT. Work that
I'm
OT.
gonna get that shirt. I saw this shirt that said it was a dude, it was a big guy on a pole, and it was like, "Mind your business, brisket ain't cheap." I was like, "Preach." So,
Freaking, and this is still on the tape machine. We have one of those, the brown
yeah.
tape that's got thread in it for like
Oh
packages.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we have one of those machines, and my buddy Jose, big friend of the podcast, Jose,
Big friend of the podcast. Yeah,
has a sticker
responsible
of
for the
like
wheel.
this. Yeah, this has the sticker of this fat dude that has, I think, like a cigar in his mouth and a hat on, working the pole, and it says, "We'll dance for overtime," and it's still on the tape machine, and none of the bosses have noticed yet.
Yeah, that's look. I'm telling you, dude. We went to Costco yesterday for the first time in a couple months because it's been rough. So we went to Costco and brisket. I looked at the brisket there, $100. $100. I was like, them prices had to come down before I started figuring out how to make a brisket.
No, yeah, you're better off going to
You
Arby's and
can't
getting a
practice.
fucking brisket
Yeah, you
sandwich.
can't practice. You can't practice with $100 brisket. Like that's crazy.
No.
I screw that up, and
So,
I might.
and dude, as
But
soon as this podcast picks up, I think we're both going to be experimenting with stuff we've never gotten to before.
well, that'd be fine. That'd be fine with me. Let's do this.
All
This
right,
is
so a shot
we'll do this.
to transition into the next, which we picked our scariest wrestlers, and we're not saying, oh, he had the best face paint. Oh, he had the. We're talking scariest as
Uh,
in they made us feel fear as children, young adults.
yeah,
Now,
or as adults. Yeah, or as
yeah.
adults. Here we go.
Take a shot of my pink kinky.
Oh, that was not
Oh
enjoyable as
wow.
warm as it was.
Well, that was just delightful. I see why my wife likes
we had
this stuff.
we had two very different experiences. I've never heard you use the word delightful before. That that immediately turned you. Like, that was you immediately became like this Greenwich, Connecticut, like upper upper class guy. You're like, that was delightful.
You're right. I better white trash it up
Yes,
again
thank
here a
you.
little bit.
Come on,
Come back down to
let's get
earth.
back to our roots, bud. In fairness, I do have
All
the
right.
16-ounce bad boys here, so
So we don't
just
have.
one today.
Oh, I don't blame you, Silo. Silo. Oh wait, no, it's 16 ounce. It's just a can, right? No, that's a
16,
Silo.
yeah, not a
That's a Silo.
silo. But they got the
Um.
bigger ones too, but yeah, 16.
So before we talk about this list, I want to say we didn't do any ones we hated because
No,
it just
why?
doesn't fit with this.
Why?
So our top
We're
10
just having fun.
favorite. I have a few honorable mentions. What you want to start or me?
No, I can start. We're doing this for wonderful Halloween. My kids, I think are going to have some incredible costumes this year. My boy, Ezzy, he is going as, I shit you not, Tim the Toolman Taylor. And I have never been more excited about this in my entire life. It's his favorite TV show. He's 8 years old, and his favorite show is Tool Time.
Home
And
Improvement.
Edda, she's
A great show.
yeah, yep. Home Improvement, Tool Time. Tim the Toolman Taylor is his guy. I'm trying to talk him into let me put him in a sling and like a head wrap, because he always got on it.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
we are going to film. We're going to film, and I'll probably put it up even on the podcast channels. But we're going to film like a mini episode on Friday of like I'm going to be Al, or not Al. Yeah, Al. I'm going to be Al. Marissa's going to be Wilson, and Etta will be Heidi introducing Ezra. So we're going to just film that at our house here. So
I love that
it'll be
idea.
fun. But Yeah, and then Edna's going as Bingo from Bluey. She's topping out.
No way.
She's like, oh,
Are you serious?
Bingo, yeah,
That's what
yeah,
Cece's
she's
going
like
as.
Bingo. Oh my god, it makes sense.
Cece's going as
So,
Bingo.
because they're both a bunch of psychos. I'm surprised they're not going
Yeah.
as Muffin. You know what I mean? Because they're both a bunch of psychos. All you parents out there know exactly what we're talking about when we say that. So,
And then
anyway, I'm
Marcus
excited
is
for
going
Halloween.
as Marcus is going as an Among Us character again. He went as one last year, and this year he's
Yeah,
got a different one. It's one of those big blow up suits. But
yeah.
I
I'm, I'm,
think he could have saved some money and just went as the same one. But nope, he wanted a different character. So,
I mean, mix it up. I'm thoroughly shocked he's not going as John Cena though.
dude,
His boy is back. I'm
I
shocked
know,
he's not going as John
I
Cena.
know, I know.
So,
He'll regret it. He'll go
all
as
right, I'll
John Cena
start.
if he can't see him anymore.
That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, that's when it'll be fun. All right, I'll start it off. I'll go. We're going 10-1.
Yep, 10-1.
Okay. So I did like my man's shirt right there. I did Mankind. Not because
Oh
I think
wow,
he's the 10th scariest. I just wanted to say his name first, right? Because when I was a kid and we were talking, I'm talking Boiler Room Mankind fighting the Undertaker. Creepy,
96,
creepy, creepy,
97
creepy,
when
creepy.
he's ripping his own fucking
Yes.
hair out.
Oh,
Yes,
the
he's my
guy
number
was
3.
terrifying. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there's no disrespect to him. I wanted to say his name first. He should absolutely be higher on this list, but I just wanted to give that man his respect right off the bat.
Yeah, Mankind scared the hell out of me as a kid. The leather
Oh,
mask, ripping it,
terrifying.
like, he had bald patches in his head, dude, from ripping his freaking
It was
hair out.
crazy. It was crazy. And then,
And
the have a nice day, like that was he was so creepy. So creepy. So I'm with
I
him.
always point to the 96 Mankind. 96 when he
Yeah.
wore the brown get up. That's
Hmm.
what scared me to my core.
Hmm.
My dad told me. And I'm like 4 years old. My dad goes, he likes pain. And I was like, what? Dude, it scarred me.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, Cactus Jack didn't do it for me, but Mankind was terrifying.
Oh, God, yeah. My number 10, I went with Kevin Sullivan. Dude was
Oh,
so
that's a good one.
scary. And everybody believed that he was a Satanist, him and woman and his little group that he had.
Hmm.
He was so scary that people genuinely believed he went and killed all the Benoits.
I forgot about that. I forgot about how legitimately terrifying Kevin Sullivan was.
He's a genius. He was a genius of the business.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Kevin
a
Sullivan's my
torture
10.
genius.
That
Yeah.
definitely torture genius.
My number 9, and I still think it's just because of how disgusting he was. It wasn't as much scary as it was like, God, I was just repulsed by him. Bastion Booger. I
Ugh.
just hated seeing Bastion Booger on TV, and I was like,
Yeah.
dude is disgusting. Like, I'm like,
He used
he's
to
probably the
gross
only
me
reason I'm not 600 pounds. You know what I mean? like, I was like, I don't want to be Bastion Booger. I need to eat a salad.
He didn't even come up on my honorable mentions. He just made me feel gross.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't so much scary as he just made me. It was uncomfortable. Like I every time he came on, I didn't like it. So
All right, number 9 for me. I follow them on X. Abaddon. Abaddon.
Abaddon is my number five.
She is
Abaddon
just,
is my number five.
dude, as much as I want to like hang out with them and have a beer, I also am
Hmm.
scared that like they might want to hurt me.
Yeah, Abaddon is legitimately scary.
Yeah,
Like as a person, like Abaddon
but
as a
so
person is
cool,
terrifying.
so
Yeah,
cool,
absolutely.
but
Yeah,
scary as
I,
hell.
I, I would pay a lot of money to see an Abaddon versus Nikki Cross match. I'd pay. I would
Oh,
just run the card. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, um, yeah. But Abaddon's number five on my list, so I got
Number
that one
5
off.
on yours. All right, hit us with 8.
8 is Abdullah the Butcher. I talk about him all the time. How crazy he is. But like he literally was terrifying to me because the guy was like putting forks in people's heads, and the dude was terrifying. Abdullah the Butcher was wild. So
All
number 8.
right, that's a good one. Number 8 for me, Psycho Sid Vicious. And again, I'm taking a trip back to 96,
Mm,
95.
yeah, yeah. You're
Dude,
going like stalker Psycho Sid.
dude,
Like
his
just
music
crazy, creepy
gave
eyes.
me
Yeah,
chills all the
yeah,
way up my spine when he came out.
yeah.
He was
Psycho Sid
scary as hell,
was
dude.
I forgot about him. Yeah, he should definitely be on my honorable mention. I didn't make any honorable mentions, so we'll make Psycho Sid on my honorable mentions.
Okay.
Um, my number 6 is Papa Shango. Papa Shango's
No,
mask, the
shut
face
up.
mask,
He's
the
my
painted.
number 7. We're on 7, by the way, bud.
Oh, that's why I'm at number 7. I switched to, and I didn't actually switch them yet. So he is also my number 7.
He's my number 7. Papa Shango.
Yeah,
Freaking witch doctor that
Papa
made
Shango.
Ultimate Warrior bleed black goo scared me to my core. All
So
right.
crazy, so crazy. Like
I
it
still
was
don't know how they
terrifying.
did it.
No, no. Like it's one of those things that like there's only one other person that truly, legitimately terrified me on a weekly basis, like Papa Shango, and he's number 2 on my list. We'll get there, but
I bet he's
like
number 2 on mine too.
that dude was terrifying. Well, then I'll just go to my number 6. Then my number 6
Yep.
was that's gotta be Kane. That's
Oh, okay.
Kane.
He's my number
Kane
4.
when he first. Okay, yep. When he first came out, though, when he first came, Kane was scary. Scary, scary, scary. Kane was terrifying.
Was it? God, I don't want to get this wrong. Wasn't it 97 King of the Ring was Hell in a Cell? Or what was it again?
Sounds
His
right.
debut.
So, yeah, that sounds about right. It was 97. I
97
don't
for
know
sure,
which. Yeah, I don't know which
right?
event it was at,
I think it was
but
98.
I do know that this man. Not only did he scare me then, right? Like when they first introduced him, when they unmasked Kane, that was I was like, oh, like, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, wait a
Wasn't it
minute.
like,
That's what
wasn't it Monday Night
uh,
Raw? Him and RVD lost a tag match and he had to
I think
unmask?
so. I think so. But I
Yeah.
remember being like, whoa, like put the mask back on, my guy. Like I was more terrified of him without the mask. So we
All
got
right.
6.
Doink the Clown.
I was wondering if that was going to come up on yours. I was never
The
afraid of
Matt
clowns, but
Bourne, the Matt Bourne version of Doink the Clown was so
yeah,
scary and creepy and like demented that it had me
yeah,
scared as a kid.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would have been the prime John Wayne Gacy uh, victim because I was not afraid of clowns at all. Like they never bothered me. But Doink was terrifying, so I'll give you that. Doink was scary. I already did my 5, so that was Abaddon. Who you got for 5?
Okay, well, I'll hit mine. This is the one I was talking about where Cassie's like, "What? He's not scary." And I showed her some promos and she's like, "Oh, Jake the Snake Roberts."
Okay, no. I get that. I get this.
He
Is
had Damien,
this pre-religious Jake the Snake?
pre-religious Jake the Snake Roberts,
Okay,
but
yeah.
even some of those that he had in 96,
Hellfire and Brimstone.
97,
Yeah,
they weren't bad and they still hit you to your core, but a little different. But I'm talking the 80s where it was all, ooh yeah, and let me tell you something, brother, and all of the universe all together. It's all the promos, but you had Jake just calmly tell you exactly what he's going
yeah.
to do to you and his facial expressions, and
Yeah.
you felt it. You'd have to turn your volume on the TV up to hear what he's saying, but when you heard it, it would scare you to your core. Jake
There's a
Roberts, number
reason.
5.
There's a reason that I don't yell at my children because when I get quiet, those some bitches are like, "Oh, oh, we better go do whatever he was saying." That's the Jason St. Roberts effect. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And I did just come up with
You better
I came
clip
up with an
that because
honorable
I want to
mention.
tag Jake in this.
Yeah, I agree. He's been in Peoria a bunch on his comedy tour. I didn't get to go see him, but he's been when he was doing comedy. He came to
Oh my
Peoria not
god!
that long ago.
Do you listen to the
Um,
Snake Pit?
no, no, I don't, but
Dude,
I
you
will.
need to listen to the Snake Pit.
Yeah,
I
I
listen
will.
to it
I'm
almost
traveling
every
again.
day.
I'm traveling again for work, so I got all the time in the world to listen to those
Check
things.
it out.
I will say I did come up with an honorable mention in my head, so we'll get there.
Okay.
My number 4,
Yep.
my number 4. I just lumped them all together. The Brood, man, the
They're on my
Brood.
honorable mentions.
Yeah, the Brood. I could really these next two. I could really just put it all into one group, but the Brood was. Let me just put them in the Brood. Midian and Viscera. We'll just say the whole Ministry of Darkness was
I have
terrifying.
that on here too.
They were
It
so
says
scary.
everyone in the Ministry of Darkness right
Yeah,
there.
they were so scary. When they abducted Stephanie, I was like, "Oh, that chick is dead." Like
Oh yeah.
when I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, she's dead. Like we're not getting her back." So
Yeah, they barely missed my list, and also the acolytes too. When they were
yeah, just
before
the whole group,
APA,
the whole
when they
group.
were part of the Ministry of
Yeah,
Darkness, they had the paint on their chest, and yeah, they were
yep,
scary as hell
yep.
too.
APA is my favorite version of the acolytes for sure.
Me
But
too.
Ministry of
Me too.
those two were destroying people. Man, it
Jesus,
was
you
I
knocked out
miss.
almost all of my honorable mentions by saying that.
I apologize. I apologize. But I do
You're
miss. I
right.
miss that APA group. I miss that APA group. They were great.
So do I. So do I. You're on three because Kane was my four.
Okay. Well, good. It works for me because I said Undertaker, but specifically Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. Like that one was the scariest. I
That's your
don't really
three.
feel like I was. That's my three. Yeah, yeah.
Undertaker, same
Specifically
thing.
that one.
Undertaker, but he took number two for me.
Okay. Oh, okay. So they're not the same. My number two is going to be different. Then that's
Okay,
interesting. I
what's your
wonder who
two?
you're going to have. Oh shit! It's me again. Did you do three already?
Yeah, Ministry of Darkness Undertaker was my number two.
Who was your three?
Mankind.
Oh yeah, we did that. Okay. My number two is Boogeyman. Boogeyman
Oh,
to this
my
day.
last honorable mention.
Oh, Boogeyman to this day. Like the worms, the stuff. He is. I don't. Man, that dude is terrifying. No man, I see him now and I'm like, whoa, whoa, back up, back up. Like he is terrifying.
Worms gross me out, so
Yeah, me too.
I'm assuming our
Me
number
too.
one
I'm
is
down
the
with it.
same guy.
I agree. You want to go for it? I've been
The
stealing all your
Fiend,
thunder.
Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt
Absolutely.
in every
Yep.
character he's done.
Number one.
Swamp,
Yes. Him,
Swamp,
just
Bray
Bray
Wyatt,
Wyatt.
the Fiend, uh, Firefly Funhouse. Even when he was being a good guy, he was
Mhm.
like in the Firefly Funhouse, being like a freaking who's the dude Steve from Blue's Clues wrestling version,
Yeah,
and scared the hell
he
out
was
of
just
me.
being super
Um,
super happy, super nice. But it was the duality of those characters. It was the hurt and the heel, man. Just genius.
um, and then I only have one honorable mention left.
Hmm.
Abyss in TNA.
Oh, I don't know how I forgot about Abyss. He is my favorite WWE 2K25 character to play with. I love
Oh,
Abyss. I forgot all about him. I forgot all about him. It's crazy. My number one or my honorable mention will be Prime Dexter Loomis. When Dexter
ooh,
Loomis was out here abducting
Stalker
people,
Loomis,
like,
Stalker
yeah,
Loomis.
when he,
Yes.
yes, when he was out here abducting cats, when he took the Miz, like, that dude was that prime Dexter Loomis was terrifying, and I think that was like I know they tried the whole stalker thing before, but I think like Dexter Loomis as like the creepy in the shadows guy was the best version of it. And I really I like him in the White Six, but I think I need to see that character again. That character is terrifying, menacing, and wild. So
I want to throw a couple names out there that just scared me
yeah, right.
personally on a personal level.
Yeah.
Ken Shamrock, Steve
Okay. Yeah.
Blackman,
Yeah.
Dan
Yeah.
Severn, and Mark Merrow.
Okay.
All four of those
That's
guys,
because
and Brock
all those
Lesnar.
dudes.
Honestly, I'll even throw Lesnar in there, but
That's
they
because
scare me for a different reason. They scare me because they could rip my arms off and beat me to death with them.
legitimately, like they were. Like, that's
Legitimately.
the reason those guys are scary. Yeah, because they could actually kill you. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, yeah. Well, I was actually just talking about that with somebody about how Ken Shamrock and Steve Blackman were like just the most badass, legit dudes ever. And then Dan Severn and those guys too. But
Yeah.
there was when I was a kid, I loved Steve Blackman. He was my guy, and Ken Shamrock. But Steve Blackman was my
Oh
dude.
yeah.
I was riding with him.
I
Him
had
and
their
that kendo
action
stick.
figures. They came in a 2-pack back with the bone crunching action. Those type of
Hmm.
figures that I had. It was and you got his sticks too. But it was
Yeah,
Ken Shamrock and why am I Steve Blackman, and they came
yeah.
with his sticks and a trash can. and that was the only
Yep. Yep.
Shamrock or Steve Blackman I had. But that was an awesome. I think it was called
We,
Road Rage, like the 2-pack was called, or
that makes
something like
sense.
that. So
We
awesome though.
we we were talking about what brought this conversation up was we were talking about like UFC and like our
Mhm.
introduction to Ultimate Fighting. And I said, my first real memory of Ultimate Fighting was when I was watching The Ultimate Fighter. It was the Kimbo Slice season, the heavyweight season where he lost
Oh,
to
I
Roy
watched
Nelson.
it.
And yeah, I was so mad because I have a hard fast rule,
Brendan
right? Like
Schaub.
people that,
Brendan Schaub was on
yeah,
that
Brandon
season
Schaub
too.
was in it. Yep. Matt Mitrione. It was a crazy season. Uh, I have a rule, and this is why I struggle with Kevin Owens. Is like people that look like me, people that weigh the same that I weigh, shouldn't be able to do athletic things. And I get really mad about it. And so Roy Nelson beating Kimbo Slice was so devastating to me because I'm
Big
like, I'm
country.
watching you do this, and we're the same size.
Big
But
country,
yeah,
baby.
so but I said my first real introduction, what I thought Ultimate Fighting was when they had the Lions Den matches down in WWE, and they had like the ones that were down in the Heart Foundation in the Heart basement.
Hmm.
I thought every Ultimate Fighting match was in a basement somewhere. So I was convinced. Like I thought
I
that was Ultimate Fighting.
I do have that on DVD, the Owen Hart versus Ken Shamrock Lions Den match.
So good, so good.
Because
Like
I have all three or four volumes of the Attitude Era box sets that they released,
mhm,
and I
yeah.
believe that's on the first one, and it's so good.
The crazy thing about it was like I'm fairly certain everybody's basement looked like that. Like, because that's what
Oh
our
yeah,
basement looked like.
that's what mine
Like
looked
it was
like.
the same. Yeah, it was the same look. Everybody's basement had the same wallpaper, had the same pipes
Hmm.
hanging out of the ceiling. It was the
Oh
same
yeah,
thing. So yeah, that was good, man. That was fun. That's a good Halloween list.
hell yeah, dude! I thoroughly enjoyed the new format.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
well,
it felt tighter, felt cleaner. Loved it.
we had a good time.
Um,
And moving into this kind of new era of us possibly having people on the show and doing some guest spots, we're going to bring in some new mini games, so to speak, or new segments
yep.
that will specifically happen with guests. We got a
Yes.
few people on the line that say they want to do it. Some bigger names, and some really students of the game. So,
Yeah.
and we're excited. We want to talk to anybody. So even if you're out there
Hell
listening
yeah.
and you're like, hey, can I come on the show and talk to you guys for a little bit? Hell yeah, you can. Like, just let us know. You don't
Yes.
have to be a wrestler. You don't have to
No.
be a promoter. You don't have to. No, 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 no. You want to come talk some shit with us? Come talk some shit with us. Just let us know. Drop us a DM. Drop us a text if you have our numbers. Come on the show. Let's have some fun. We're having a good time over here, and we'd be happy to bring more people into it.
Dude, I've been trying to get my buddy Abe to come on the show because he is a mark, just like me and you.
Yeah,
Like every day
yeah,
at work,
yeah,
he's the mailman at my job. So he's always in between the buildings. He always finds a
yeah.
way to stop at my area and we just talk about what happened
Talk
this week.
shop.
What do you think? Here's what
Yeah,
I think. And I've told him multiple times, like, dude, just come on the show. Just
that's
come
how
on the
we
show. You
started,
would have
baby.
so much
That's
fun.
how we started. That's literally what we do. What you think? What you think? And
Yes.
we it's to the point where we have to not talk to each other throughout the week sometimes because we're like we get going too much. And so like I'll stop talking to Tyler. I'll be like, I can't talk
Yeah.
to Tyler right now because I'm losing all of my material. This is the shit that I want to talk about. So I'll just stop talking to him. Like I'm just like I think this week we talked like 3 times, but there was a lot of
Three
stuff we wanted
times.
to talk
That
about
was
today.
it.
So yeah.
3 times.
Yeah. So
And it's I have to stop
um
myself too because I'm like, oh, I can't bring this up now. I told Cassie this yesterday. I was like, or no, it was Friday. I was like, I wish I could talk to Rankins about this, but I can't.
yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. I've been writing stuff down though. I've been trying to like be like, all right, let me remember this one. I put it in my notes app. Everything's on my notes app. I got my tablet right here, right? Everything's in my notes app. And I just type it in real quick. All right, bring this up, bring this up. So
Dude,
yeah,
I'm
man. We're having a good
too
time.
old school. Like this is my notes app.
I don't think people Tyler, what year were you born?
93.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So Well, there's a 5 year difference between the two of us, and
Yeah.
this guy is 10 years older than I am. All right, so just to be clear, he is the oldest, youngest millennial I've ever met in my entire life. So, like, that's crazy. Like, you and
That's
my wife
having
are
an
the
old
same
school
age.
dad, man. I blame that all
Yeah,
on my dad and my grandpa Bob for me being old school like
no,
that.
hey,
Yeah.
it's love. It's love. All right, man. Well, let's shout them out. Let's get our stuff out. Hey,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
still using that song. Still using that song. So go ahead and shout them out.
Oh yeah, dude. He hasn't checked my messages in a while. Well, I
They
messaged him
hey,
once, but he hasn't opened it.
these these guys that they're playing music. You know what I mean? It's the end of
Oh
the
no,
season,
no,
like
no.
the real
He
touring
is so
season.
freaking
So
busy. But
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
shout
yeah.
out to
They're
Cody
good.
Perez. Shout out to American Overdose. Shout out to my wife, whose podcast True Crime on Tap recorded an episode last night about aliens.
Hmm.
Ooh, and it was actually really good because it had me thinking one thing, roofies, all the way until the end when I was like, my God, these guys might not have been roofied. So if you're curious what that means, go check out True Crime on Tap. Will drop probably
I am
Tuesday.
curious what that is. Oh, perfect, perfect. Because I'm traveling to Iowa for an overnight. It's about a two maybe 3 hour trip that I gotta go on Tuesday. Um, so I will have some time to listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that episode because I want to know who got maybe roofied. So
Oh God, yeah, it's a
shout
wild
out
one,
to
and
Bill
also
Cosby.
we have officially made Gizmo a member of the show because he talks more than we do on
Gizmo's a gangster. You let that man be. Um, well, guys, check us out. Check us out on all the socials. Right, we're on TikTok. We're on X. We're trying to be active on those. We're on Instagram. We're active on those. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. Connect with us. However you listen to us, however you get this information, connect with us. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. Little story, really quick. I smoked some pulled pork one day. Sent my sister and her dad with it, and I never heard from them on how they liked it. So the next time I saw them, I was like, "Hey, did you like it? Did you not like it?" They're like, "Yeah, we liked it." I was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" They're like, "Well, what would you want us to say if we didn't like it?" I was like, "That you didn't like it. Like, I need to know if you
it. Yeah,
don't like what we're doing, because then we can change it. We can adjust. We can do different things. So if there's people out there that don't like our format, first of all, if you're being ridiculous, fuck you. But if you don't like our format, if you don't like our format, or you don't like you want to, let's be constructive. If you want to see certain things added to our show, or us doing things, or you really like something, you want to see us do it again, be constructive. Don't be a bully. I wore that shirt last week. But you want to see something? Let us know. Give us feedback. We need to know the things that
yeah,
are working or not working. But kayfabe marks on everything. Kayfabe dot marks on the things that don't work for kayfabe marks. We'll just put it like that.
that's
Yeah.
accurate.
All right, guys. We love you.
All
We'll
right,
see you
we love
later.
you.
Oh wait, hold on. This one right here. I gotta get my thing. I have the day you deserve. Like I said at the beginning of the show, this is for all those people that just can't keep their mouth shut. But quite honestly, on the other end of it, if you're a good person, you're a loving person, you're our kind of person, we want you to have that kind of day too, right? We hope that you get back what you give. So if you give love and you give respect and you give kindness, we hope you get love, get respect, and get kindness. But if you don't, we hope you for the worst. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Fuck you,
Okay, bye.
basically.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye.